guys, it's Peyton, and today I'm going to be talking about some books that I really want to read over the summer. We're just going to get into this really quickly. I'm sorry I haven't been posting that much lately. I'm going to a lot more during the summer, which I'm really excited about because normally school just takes up so much of my time that I never really am in the mood to film. But I really want to change that this summer. So the first book I have is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I actually bought this recently. I don't really know what it's about. I just know that everyone loves it. I'm kind of sad that I don't have the hardcover with this beautifulness right there. I don't know why the paperback just has a quote on it. I'm sure it's a nice quote, but like, I want this. I've been in really a contemporary mood lately, which is a very rare thing for me to have because I'm just a major fantasy lover. I love fantasy. So if I ever get into a contemporary mood, I definitely read the crap out of that because I just need to. And I've wanted to read this for a while because I've heard it's so fantastic. I know it's about a set of twins named Jude and Noah, and things go on and they're not as close anymore as they were, and I don't know. I really don't know, but I want to read it and figure out what it is about. The next book is actually two more books. It's the last two books in the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. I love Jenny Han. Her To All the Boys I've Loved Before trilogy is fantastic. I love her and her writing. She makes some really awesome and adorable characters. I've only ever read the first book in this, The Summer I Turned Pretty. Never read It's Not Summer Without You or We'll Always Have Summer, which this is a bind up of all three of the books, which I think is awesome. They got this at Target. Go get you one because it is 3 books for the price of 1. So definitely go get this copy, and it's not an ugly cover. The single alone covers are just some ugly stuff. Here's an example. Yeah, I know. This is about a girl named Belly. I don't know why her name is Belly. I don't like that. I'm sorry if your name is Belly, but a belly is for some food, not for a name. Her mom is close friends with this woman who has 2 sons named Jeremiah and Conrad. And every year they always go to a beach house and they share the beach house together, and boom, love triangle between Jeremiah, Conrad, and Belly. I know love triangles are not loved anymore, but dude, they're so interesting. So this book is by Jenny Han. She makes some interesting books. And there's a love triangle. I want to know what happens, so I need to finish this trilogy. The next book I really want to read during this summer is actually The Land of Stories, The Enchantress Returns. I actually want to read the whole series. This is by Chris Colfer. This is the second book. The first book is called The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell, and I just absolutely love this book. It was so cute, and I just love the story and everything about it. It's such a sweet middle grade about, I don't know, getting thrown into the actual fantastical world of fairy tales and stuff and having to try to figure out a way home and then learning things about this new world. Getting introduced to fairy tale characters was just such a fun experience as soon as I read this book, which is by a guy from Glee. I love the show Glee. If you love the show Glee, get this book. Chris Colfer. He played Kurt. Get this series. So I've been wanting to finish the second book. I'm actually on page 220. I'm loving it. I only stopped reading it because I was at school, and I'm sorry, but I did not want to take this book with this cover to school because it's middle grade and I get judged. I mean, I already get judged enough that I'm always reading a book at school, which I don't care, but this, I'd never hear the end of it. So this is more of a book for me to read during the summer when I'm not at school with a bunch of people being like, "Why are you reading that?" It's so good though. That's why I'm reading it. It's so good. The next book is something that I highly anticipated and just recently came out, and it is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, the second book in the Dark Artifices trilogy. I've anticipated this for so long. It's gigantic, by the way, if you haven't noticed. It is a part of the Shadowhunters Chronicles, and I don't know what it is about the Shadowhunters stuff, but it's so interesting. Cassandra Clare has a way of making some really fantastic characters and throwing it into a really interesting world that we know and love. Man, this is my Shadowhunters section. Let's move this brush because ew, that's ugly. It is filled with beautifulness. This is all Cassandra Clare and Holly Black because the Iron Trial. Whatever. I've read all of these, but the Shadowhunters Codex and the Bane Chronicles. I'm sorry. I need to fix that. I'm real sorry. It's an obsession. She just is such a good writer, and I love her to death. She's, yes, Will Herondale. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Will Herondale. I just need to read this. I'm currently reading another book, gotta finish that, and a whole bunch of other books so I can read this. I don't know if I can wait for this. The first book in this trilogy, which was Lady Midnight, killed my soul and left me wanting to cry forever in a hole. I tabbed my favorite parts of books. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but look at that. That's a lot of favorite parts, and it's a gigantic freaking book. I'm sure this one is going to be the same. The next book is also another one by Jenny Han. It is Always and Forever Laura Jean by Jenny Han. This is the third and final book to the To All the Boys I've Loved Before trilogy. The first books being To All the Boys I've Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You. It may have some cheesy freaking names, but do not let that fool you. These books are so fun and cute. I'm pretty sure I read this book in a day and a half because I just could not stop. Yes, it's short, but I don't normally read books in a day and a half. It takes me some time because I'm a lazy bum and I get influenced by Netflix and stuff. These books are just such a fun thing, and originally supposed to be a duology until she announced that there was going to be a third book in this saga thing. I died inside when I got that announcement because it needed more. I needed more. And here we go. It's recently released and I need to read it. I need to know. I've heard it was so good. Of course it's good. It's Jenny Han. It's Laura Jean. Yes. Peter. The next book is actually one I'm currently reading. I stopped because A Court of Wings and Ruin came out. Still reading that, by the way. Slowly, but I'm getting it done. And it's not from lack of loving it, it's from school. I have so many things and obligations with school that I read Sarah J Maas so slow because her books always come out during school days. But the book is Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon. I'm actually 168 pages into this, and I have been really enjoying this book. The movie recently came out, and I want to finish this book so I can see the movie. Everyone has been saying such amazing things about the movie and this book. I need to finish it. I'm loving the story, and I kind of relate to the main character quite a bit, so hopefully I finish this very soon. The last, but definitely not least, book on this list for my summer reads is Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven. I'm really excited to read this book because I recently read All the Bright Places, also by Jennifer Niven, and I loved it to death. I just love this book. So instantly I bought her newest novel, Holding Up the Universe. I don't know, she just has a really great way of telling a story. I love her interesting stories. Contemporary. This book follows a girl who was dubbed America's fattest teen, and I don't think she is anymore, but she used to be. And she's been homeschooled and she's finally going back to school this year. And then the boy can't recognize people's faces. He has some sort of mental disorder, very unfortunate, where he can't even recognize his mother's face. So I guess somehow their stories are intertwined with each other, and I'm gonna bet there's a cute romance, and I'm so excited to read this book. I've heard some controversy around it, but I want to give it my own chance. And if you think I'm currently reading it, I'm on page 1. It looks like I'm reading. I'm not. So here is all of my summer reads that I hope to get to during, obviously, the summer. There's a whole bunch of other books that could have made this list. I'm going to be reading a whole bunch of other books, but these are some books that are really sticking out to me, and I picked out a lot of contemporary because I'm in a contemporary mood, and summer makes me think of contemporary. So hopefully I read these and very many more, because this is a lot of books. I mean, this is not even all of my bookshelves that you see right here. I have another one over there. It's a baby. I really need to do some sort of bookshelf tour, but I think I want to do a bookshelf reorganization first. Just gotta find the time, because I don't know, I'm too lazy. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a very nice day. Tell me down below if you've read any of these books or want to read these books during this summer. Like this video, comment down below. Have a good day, and goodbye.